South Africa is reeling tonight as reports circulate that several ANC leaders have allegedly gone into hiding after investigators quietly issued explosive arrest warrants, triggering panic, confusion, and a deepening political crisis inside the ruling party. Many South Africans are now asking what exactly these leaders are accused of, who authorized the warrants, and why the presidency has maintained an unusual silence while turmoil spreads behind closed doors. By the end of this report, you'll understand why many believe this could become the biggest corruption clampdown in ANC history. Before we begin, please like, subscribe, and enable notifications so you don't miss future updates as this unfolding scandal shakes the nation. According to sources inside South Africa's elite crime-fighting unit, the saga began late last week when detectives delivered a sealed dossier to the National Prosecuting Authority containing allegedly damaging evidence, bank records, internal emails, and encrypted transaction data, linking multiple high-ranking ANC members to illicit transfers, major embezzlement of public funds, questionable foreign remittances, and kickbacks involving inflated government contracts. Within hours, warrants were reportedly signed and distributed in secrecy, causing fear among political elites, with at least 3 senior officials supposedly vanishing from their homes by dawn while others stopped answering calls and skipped emergency meetings. A senior police officer, speaking anonymously, claimed, "The net is closing. They know it's over. The system they built is finally collapsing." Authorities have not released names, but leaks have fueled intense online speculation suggesting suspects may include ANC veterans, long-serving cabinet ministers, provincial treasurers, and influential party funders. Investigators are said to be probing a corruption network tied to state-sponsored infrastructure projects where billions of rand disappeared over the past decade. One insider claims funds intended for hospitals, schools, and housing were diverted into offshore accounts across Europe, the Middle East, and the Caribbean, adding that the evidence is too strong to hide and could spark the biggest cleanup since the 1994 democratic transition. As news of the warrants spread within ANC ranks, chaos erupted with emergency meetings, accusations of betrayal, and alleged confiscation of phones and laptops to prevent leaks, while witnesses claim some officials fled the country via private flights and diplomatic channels. Authorities have reportedly reached out to Interpol for help locating fugitives. This has raised fears that the ANC may be fracturing internally. President Cyril Ramaphosa's silence has drawn scrutiny, with analysts suggesting hesitance due to suspects' reported ties to his inner circle. Opposition leaders Julius Malema and John Steenhuisen have demanded he address the nation, accusing him of protecting allies, though the presidency dismisses reports as unverified. Public frustration is escalating, with hashtags like #ANC exposed, #arrest them all, and #Justice for South Africa dominating social media as citizens demand accountability. Protesters gather near the union buildings in Pretoria carrying signs declaring, "Our taxes built your mansions, no one is above the law, and the people are watching." The national atmosphere is tense, with police increasing security around key facilities and intelligence services monitoring suspicious financial activity and private flights. Unconfirmed reports allege one suspect fled to Mozambique with a forged passport and another is hiding in KwaZulu-Natal. Meanwhile, a whistleblower claims Justice Department files related to the case were tampered with before the warrants were issued, raising questions about whether insiders are protecting fugitives or if rival ANC factions are staging a political purge. Analysts warn the scandal could become the most serious internal rupture within the ANC since apartheid's end, potentially triggering a leadership crisis before the 2026 elections. International observers are monitoring the situation amid fears of economic instability, investor concerns, and diplomatic effects. In Parliament, opposition parties plan to demand full disclosure of the warrants, while some ANC MPs consider crossing party lines. Whistleblower groups are calling for the immediate release of evidence to prevent tampering. Public anger grows, with activists from Johannesburg to Cape Town demanding protests until arrests and trials occur. Many believe this is a watershed moment in South Africa's fight against corruption, insisting on concrete results after years of unfulfilled promises. As night falls, South Africa stands at a crossroads where the truth appears to be closing in. Powerful figures seem fearful for the first time in decades, and it remains uncertain whether this marks genuine accountability or another political power struggle. One thing is clear: the nation is watching, the people are demanding justice, and long-standing walls of secrecy may finally be crumbling. Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This story is far from over, and the truth is emerging, even for the most powerful.